Hello and welcome everyone. Myself Vinay, mathematics mentor. Hope you guys are doing much amazing. So today is 1st January 2026, the very first day of New Year 2026. So I wish you all a very great and successful Happy New Year. On this very first day of New Year, I have three messages to be given to you, and those are: whenever you will come across a situation where you will find that things are not going in your favor and it is getting very complicated, so at that point of time, you need to recall that you are unstoppable, you are unbeatable, and you are unbreakable. So what you have to say to yourself is, I am unstoppable, I am unbeatable, I am unbreakable. So once you will say these three statements to yourself, you will gather some positive vibes, you will get some inner strength to be able to fight with your problems, and ultimately you will come up with the solutions. So once again, I wish you all a very great and successful New Year. Make sure that this year is going to, you are going to play a very powerful role in this year, and something big is going to be achieved by you in this year. So let's get started with our chapter, what we have learned in previous class. So in last class, we have seen the very basic definition of focused directives definition, wherein we have seen how to define any part of conic sections, whether it is parabola, ellipse, or hyperbola. So from today onwards, on the very first day, the new year, we are going to start a new chapter. The chapter name is Parabola. So we will study parabola in depth one by one. So our topic name is going to be Parabola for today's class. Specifically, we will study parabola. So already we have seen the basic definition of focused directives definition of parabola also. What does this mean is, if we have directrix and we have focus, that is known as a fixed point, and our directrix is known as fixed straight line, right? So let's say we have moving point P, H comma K, right? And this distance of point P from focus and the perpendicular distance of point P from this straight line is going to be equal in case of parabola. So basically we have PS equals to E times PM in case of any conic section. But when it comes to parabola, we know eccentricity value is going to be equals to 1 for parabola. So we can rewrite the above statement as PS is going to be equals to PM in case of parabola. It means if we need to define, if we will give the straight line equation as AX plus BY plus C equals to 0, then we can write the equation of parabola as, the PS distance can be calculated as, let's say the coordinates of focus are alpha comma beta. If the coordinates of focus are alpha comma beta, then we can write distance of PS as root over h minus alpha whole square plus k minus beta whole square is equals to the distance, perpendicular distance can be written as, we can replace h comma k in the equation in place of x and y. So it will be AH plus BK plus C divided by root over coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square, that is root over A square plus B square. Now we can square and we can arrange the terms to so as to get the final equation of parabola. So now we will study some standard parabolas. When it comes to the syllabus of JEE Mains, so we have some topics that have been removed from our syllabus. That is, we do not have to read tangent normal anymore for when we prepare for JEE Mains. But when it comes to advanced, we need to revise and practice all the topics, right? So let's move towards the general equations of parabola. Standard equations of parabola. When we say standard, what does this mean is, we have already assumed some notations, and those are standard parabolas. Standard parabolas. So in case of standard parabolas, what are the assumptions we are going to take is, we will be having, let's say these are y-axis and this is x-axis. So our vertex will lie on origin. This is origin with coordinates 0, 0. Origin with coordinates 0, 0. So our vertex of parabola will lie on origin, and we can draw parabola like this, where vertex is at 0, 0 and the parabola opens towards rightwards. Similarly, we can draw the parabola So let's say this is our first case where parabola will open towards rightwards and vertex at origin, and the second case will be our parabola will be opening towards leftwards with vertex at origin itself. Now in this case parabola will open towards left side and vertex still remaining at origin. So case 1, this is case 2, and case 3 will be, in this case what will happen is our parabola, the vertex, so in first case axis of parabola is x-axis itself. So this is x-axis, also this is the axis of parabola as well. Similarly in case of second case also, the axis of parabola is going to be x-axis. In case of third case, here our parabola will be drawn something like this. Again vertex at origin itself, and the axis of parabola is y-axis. In case of fourth case, so case 4 will be parabola opening towards downwards. In third case it was parabola opening upward. So here this is the axis of parabola, and axis of parabola is nothing but y-axis itself. So when the y-axis itself becomes the axis of parabola, so we have two cases, opening upward and opening downward. When the axis of parabola becomes x-axis, in that case we have two cases, and those are parabola opening rightward and parabola opening leftward. So now we will study the equations also for these 4 cases. What are the equations of parabola by which we represent these 4 cases of the parabola? So let's start with the first case, how we will derive the equation. So to derive the equation of parabola, we are going to again use the same equation which we have already studied, that is, in case of parabola, the value of PS is going to be equals to PM. So let's see here. This is y-axis, this is x-axis, and we have seen that in case of standard parabola, our x-axis is going to be the axis of parabola also. So let's say if this is the vertex is at 0, 0, it means focus will lie on the x-axis. Since we need to draw the parabola like this, parabola opening towards rightward. So let's assume a point P with coordinates h, k, its distance from focus S. So focus will be the distance between our vertex at origin and focus. It will be distance a, 0. So distance will be positive a, and the coordinates of S will be a, 0. And here we will draw directrix. The equation of directrix will be x is equals to minus a. And why it is minus a? Because this will be PM. So basically, since vertex is going to be the midpoint of focus and the point of intersection of directrix and axis of parabola, directrix, and this is axis of parabola, axis of parabola. Again the question is why vertex is going to be the midpoint of focus and point of intersection of axis and directrix. So let's see, we know that in case of parabola, PS is going to be equals to PM. It means that whatever the points those lies on parabola is going to follow the same equation. It means, let's say this is point O origin, and we will say this coordinate as point N. It means that OS is going to be equals to ON. Reason being, O lies on parabola, it means that it is going to follow the equation PS equals to PM. So from O, the distance of focus is going to be equals to A. From here, it means this distance is going to be equals to A. Similarly, this distance is also need to be equals to, this is A. So this distance should also be equals to A, because ON is a perpendicular distance of point O from point O to perpendicular distance to the directrix. So here, from here we can write OS equals to A. It means ON is also going to be equals to A. If ON is equals to A, it means coordinate of N will be minus A, 0. Since we are moving towards leftward in negative x-axis, it means coordinate of N will be minus A, 0. The line passing through N and it is perpendicular to x-axis will be x equals to minus A. So we got the equation of directrix as, or x plus a equals to 0, and we got the focus as a, 0. Now we can apply the result PS equals to PM, and we can use distance formula to write the distance of PS. So from here we can write h minus a whole square root over h minus a whole square plus k minus 0 whole square is equals to PM. PM is the perpendicular distance of point P from the directrix. So we have coordinates as h, k, we can replace here. So it will be modulus of h plus a divided by root over 1 square plus 0 square. 0, 1 is the coefficient of x and 0 is the coefficient of y. There is no term containing y, so it will be 0 square. So now we can squaring both sides and we will be able to get squaring both sides. So from here we can write h square minus 2ah plus a square plus k square is equals to h square plus 2ah plus a square. From here we can see h square, a square will get cancelled out. So remaining terms we can rearrange. We can get k square equals to 4ah. Now we can replace h comma k with x comma y to get the general equation of this derived equation. It will be y square equals to 4ax. Now we have derived the standard equation of parabola having vertex at origin and focus at a comma 0, and the equation of directrix is x equals to minus a. In that case we have the equation of parabola as y square equals to 4ax. So now onwards we need to remember this equation. The standard general equation of parabola is y square equals to 4ax when parabola is opening towards rightward and the focus is at a comma 0 and the directrix is x equals to minus a. In this case the equation of parabola is going to be y square equals to 4ax. So for case 2 we can again we can derive again for case 2 in which parabola opening towards leftwards. So we can say in that case, so for case 2 so likewise we can say for case 2 where the parabola opening towards left will look something like this. Parabola opening towards left, focus now will be at minus a comma 0 and directrix will become at x is equals to a. In this case also origin is the vertex of parabola and x-axis is also the axis of parabola. So in that case again we can take some random point P here. Let's say we are taking point P here as h comma k, and we can still write the equation Ps equals to Pm, and we can be able to get the relation as from here we can write Ps equals to Pm, and after using this we will be able to get y square equals to minus 4ax. So the standard equation of parabola with parabola opening towards leftward and focus at minus a comma 0 and directrix as x equals to a. In that case we used to get the equation of parabola as y square equals to minus 4ax. So we will derive one more equation for the third case in which parabola opening towards upward. So we need to recall all these 4 standard parabolas equations along with its graph. So third case is, so case 3 will be here. In this case parabola opening towards upward passing through origin as its vertex. So vertex at origin 0 comma 0. In this case directrix will be x is equals to minus a because focus will be again at a unit distance from origin. So it will be 0 comma a. Now here we can take point P as h comma k. This is focus with coordinate 0 comma a, and from here we can derive the equation origin. Let me write here 0 comma 0. So this distance is going to be equals to Pm. So basically we can again write Ps is going to be equals to Pm. Again we can derive the equation. Let's see what is going to happen, what the equation we used to get. From here we can write Ps value as root over h minus 0 whole square plus k minus a whole square is going to be equals to, we can write the perpendicular distance of point P from this directrix as h plus a divided by root over 1 square plus 0 square. We will take the modulus as we are taking the distance. What we have done, this equation will be y equals to minus a since it is parallel to x-axis. So the equation will be y equals to minus a. So here we will be replacing h with k. It will be k plus a divided by 0 square plus 1 square. This time we have the coefficient of x as 0 and the coefficient of y as 1. So now we will be squaring, and let's say what obtained squaring both sides. On squaring, let's see what is going to happen is h square plus k square minus 2a into k plus a square is equals to k square plus a square plus 2ah. From here we can see k square and a square got cancelled out. We can rearrange the remaining terms at h square equals to 4ah. After replacing h comma k with x comma y, we can reduce the equation as y square equals to x square is equals to 4ay. So here we go. So we have obtained the equation as x square equals to 4ay when we have focus at 0 comma a and directrix as y equals to minus a straight line. Right? In this case, we have the equation as x square equals to 4ay. So when parabola opening towards upward, we have a standard equation as x square equals to 4ay. Likewise, for fourth case, we can write a parabola opening towards downward. In this case, directrix will be y equals to plus a and focus will be at 0 comma minus a. This is origin 0 comma 0. For this case, we can write x square equals to minus 4ay. Also, we can derive it. You can derive it by yourself since we have already seen for upward parabola. So we got four equations of four standard parabolas. Y square equals to 4ax when parabola opening towards rightwards. Y square equals to minus 4ax when parabola opening towards leftward. And x square equals to 4ay when parabola opening towards upward, and x square equals to minus 4ay when parabola opening towards downward. So now let's see, we will see some more terms to revise to be able to, which we are going to use in further conversations, in further discussions. So what are those? So as of now, we have seen four standard equations of parabola. Also these parabolas can be shifted, that we will see. So let's see, we have parabola y square equals to 4ax, y square is equals to 4ax. So we call it as focus with coordinate a comma 0. We call it as vertex with coordinate 0 comma 0. And we have directrix equation as x is equals to minus a. Also, any straight line passing through focus of parabola, they are known as focal chord. So let's say if straight line this PQ passing from, let's say line segment PQ passing from focus, this will known as focal chord. So PQ is known as focal chord of parabola. And any straight line perpendicular to the axis of parabola, if it is perpendicular to the axis of parabola, then we call it as, in this case, we call it as double ordinate. This is known as double ordinate. So any chord, any line segment or any line which is perpendicular to the axis of parabola, this is known as double ordinate. And what else? This is known as tangent at vertex. Why so? Because at vertex 0 comma 0, if you will draw the tangent, it will look like something this, that is y-axis. So in case of y square equals to 4ax, y-axis is known as tangent at vertex. What else we can get is any double ordinate which is perpendicular, any double ordinate passing through focus is known as latus rectum. So here this will known as latus rectum. This is a very important point, latus rectum, because it will be asked in questions multiple times. So we can see. So what is latus rectum? It is a double ordinate which is passing through focus. It means that it is a perpendicular to x-axis and passing through focus. It is known as latus rectum. So obviously we will be asked to find the length of latus rectum. How we will calculate? So we have the equation as y square is equals to 4ax. Now the ask is we need to find the length of latus rectum. How we will find? We need to find the length of LR, known as length of latus rectum. We need to find this. So in that case, we need to get the, let's say this is A, this is point B. if we will be having the coordinates of A and B, we can easily use distance formula to get the length of lattice rectum. So we can easily write the equation of this line as x is equals to plus a, because this is perpendicular to x-axis and passing through a comma 0. It means the equation of this line is x equals to a. If we will put x equals to a in this equation, y square equals to 4ax, we will be getting the y coordinates of a and b, correct? So already we have the coordinates of a as a comma, we need to write the y coordinates. So we can put the value of x equals to a in the equation y square equals to 4ax. So let's say what we will obtain, y square equals to 4a, the value of x will be a. From here we get y square equals to 4a square, it means y equals to plus minus 2a. So we got two coordinates for y, so it means that coordinate a becomes a comma 2a taking positive, and coordinates b become a comma minus 2a. Now we need to find the length of AB, and that is nothing but 4a. This distance is 2a, AS is 2a, and SQ is also 2a. It means overall the length of lattice rectum is going to be equals to 4a. Is this possible for every parabola? Yes. What is then a? A is the distance between vertex and focus. So we can write length of lattice rectum will be 4 multiplied by distance between focus and vertex. Distance between focus and vertex. Also we can write it is a 4 times of perpendicular distance of focus from the tangent at vertex. Also we can write it is a distance of 4 times distance of focus from tangent at vertex. Sorry. So we got the length of lattice rectum as 4a, where a is the distance between focus and vertex. Also we can write it is a 4 times distance of focus from the tangent at vertex. So in problems we can be able to see this kinds of statements will be there in questions of numerical part of conic section or parabola, right? So we need to recall these statements again and again. We should be very much clear with these statements. This is very important result, right? So we have seen directrix, we have seen the focus, vertex, double ordinate, and focal chord passing through focus. If double ordinate passing through focus, it will be known as lattice rectum, and the length of lattice rectum is equals to 4 times a, where a is the distance of focus from vertex, or we can say 4 times distance of focus from the tangent at vertex. So as of now we have seen this much. We have seen the basic equations of parabola. We have seen what is directrix, what is focus, what is vertex, what is double ordinate, what is focal chord, what is lattice rectum, what is the length of lattice rectum. All these things we have gone through. Now we will see the concept of shifted parabola. As of now we have seen y square equals to 4ax, where vertex is at origin and axis of parabola is nothing but x-axis. So we were having y square is equals to 4ax. In this case, this equation is y square equals to 4ax, and we have equation of axis of parabola equals to y equals to 0, and tangent at vertex is x equals to 0. So our vertex was this point of intersection of x equals to 0 and y equals to 0, and this is nothing but 0, 0, known as origin. So what happens if this origin gets shifted to some other coordinates? For example, if our origin will get shifted to, let's say, at a comma b, and the coordinates are, this line will be x equals to a and this line will be y equals to b. So point of intersection will be a comma b. So now our vertex has been shifted to a comma b. In this case, if same equation we need to derive like this, so how we can write the equation for this parabola in this case? So we can write this as x minus a equals to 0, or we can say y minus b equals to 0, or we can take capital X equals to 0 and capital Y equals to 0. So we have seen in the standard equation that if x equals to 0 is the tangent at vertex and y equals to 0 is axis of parabola, in that case we were having x equals to 0, y equals to 0, then y square equals to 4ax. Similarly, we can compare capital X equals to 0 and capital Y equals to 0, then we can write the equation of this parabola will be capital Y square equals to 4a capital X. Now we can replace capital Y value as y minus b y minus b whole square is going to be equals to 4a times capital X. The value of capital X is nothing but x minus a. So this will be the equation of shifted parabola. So our coordinates, our vertex has been shifted to a comma b and everything has remained same. So in that case we can write y square, instead of y square we can write y minus b whole square equals to 4a times, instead of x we can write x minus a, correct? So in case of, this was in case of y square equals to 4ax. For other three cases also, let me write the standard equation. So if our standard equation will be, so this was the first case. In second case, for y square equals to, for y square is equals to minus 4ax, the standard equation, the shifted equation will be capital Y square equals to minus 4a capital X. It will be y minus b whole square equals to minus 4a times x minus a. In third case, x square equals to 4ay. In case of shifted parabola, we can write as capital X square equals to 4a capital Y. Instead of capital X, it will be x minus a. So it will be x minus a whole square is equals to 4a. Instead of capital Y, it will be y minus b. So for fourth case, where standard equation looks like x square equals to minus 4ay, so here it will be, in case of shifted parabola, it will be capital X square equals to minus 4a capital Y. So here we can write x minus a whole square is equals to minus 4a. Instead of y, we can write y minus b. So this will be our four cases in case of shifted parabola. For one case we have seen the derivation part, for rest three we have used the same result accordingly, right? So in case of y square equals to 4ax, our shifted parabola equation will be, if the vertex is at a comma b, then the equation of parabola will be y minus small b whole square equals to 4a times x minus a. Likewise, we have seen all the three equations as well. So now we can move towards the questions part and we can see how this we can use in our numericals, how all the concepts which we have read till now, we are going to use all those concepts in the questions. Also, we will see how these things have been asked in JEE Mains exam last year questions also. So we will see some PYQ also. So let's take our first question of parabola. Find equation of parabola whose vertex is 4 comma minus 3, latest rectum is 4 and axis is parallel to x-axis. So this is a very basic questions to start with, to get the concepts very much clear with this question. Let's see, we have been given, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. We have been given the vertex at 4 comma minus 3. So vertex will be at 4 comma minus 3, something here. So we can draw the line x equals to 4 and y equals to minus 3. This line will be y equals to minus 3. These coordinates will be 4 comma minus 3. So our vertex as this has been shifted from, instead of origin, our vertex is at 4 comma minus 3 and latest rectum, the length of latest rectum has been given as 4 unit. Also we have been given that the axis is parallel to x-axis. The axis of parabola has been given to be the parallel to x-axis. It means if our vertex is at 4 comma 3 and it is parallel to x-axis, it means this is the axis. Y equals to minus 3 will be known as axis of parabola. Axis of parabola. We have been the vertex. It means parabola can open towards rightwards or it can open towards leftward. So we need to write the equation for both the cases. So let's take case 1. Case 1. So we can write the equation to be as, this is the opening towards rightward, it means y square equals to 4ax. We can write capital Y square equals to 4ax. So in case of shifted parabola, our axis of parabola can be either parallel to x-axis or it will be parallel to y-axis. In this case, it is parallel to x-axis. So our equation will be y square equals to 4ax. Instead of capital Y, we can write y plus 3 equals to 0. Y plus 3 whole square is equals to 4a x minus 4. Since we can write this line as x minus 4 equals to 0, or we can write this line as y plus 3 equals to 0. Now it will be capital X equals to 0, it will be capital Y equals to 0. So our capital Y will be y plus 3 and capital X will be x minus 4. So this is the final equation. Now we have been given the length of latest rectum is 4 unit. It means that the length of latest rectum is nothing but this value. So we can write y plus 3 whole square is equals to length of latest rectum length of lattice rectum into x minus 4. So this is the length of lattice rectum. We can compare, we can say 4a is equals to 4, it means a is equals to 1. So we can write y plus 3 whole square is equals to x minus 4, since length of lattice rectum is nothing but 1. So this was the first case equation. This is the equation of this parabola, which is opening towards rightward. For case number 2, where the parabola will open towards leftward, so we can write the equation as capital Y square is equals to minus times 4a capital X. Here we can write y plus 3 whole square is equals to minus 4a into x minus 4. Since we know that the length of lattice rectum is 4, it means this part will be equals to 4. Sorry, here it will be 4, since 4 into a, so 4 multiplied by a, that is 1. So it will be 4. So here we can write y plus 3 whole square is equals to minus 4 times minus 4 into x minus 4. This is the equation of parabola which is opening towards leftward. So this is the equation of rightward parabola, and this one is of leftward parabola. So we have got the equation for both cases, wherein in first case we have seen it is of the nature y square equals to 4ax, and capital Y will be y plus 3, capital X will be x minus 3. We have taken the advantage of length of lattice rectum. So we know that y square equals to 4a into x, where 4a is the length of lattice rectum. We have already seen the formula. So here it means 4a is equals to 4. So we have taken the value as, we have put the value 4 in place of 4a, and rest we have this equation. In case of leftward parabola will be opening towards leftward, it means it will be of nature y square equals to minus times 4ax. So in this case, minus times 4a will be 4, and capital X will be x minus 4, capital Y will be y plus 3 whole square. Like this we got the equation of both the cases. Let's move towards the second question. You should be able to try by yourself, and after that let's see the solution. So we have been asked to find the equations of directrix, axis, tangent at vertex, length of lattice rectum, and coordinates of vertex and focus for below parabolas. So we have two parabolas. We need to find each and every details which has been asked in the question. So let's see the first part. So we have y square minus 12x minus 8y plus 4 is equals to 0. Our first approach should be, we should be able to convert this standard into the standard parabola. For example, since this is not the parabola whose vertex is at 0, 0, so it is a shifted parabola. We need to convert it into capital Y square equals to 4ax, or either of the four cases. So we can write first y square minus 8y minus 12x plus 4 equals to 0. We can reduce to this y minus 4 whole square, taking these two terms and completing the perfect square, y minus 4 whole square minus 4 square. Since whatever the coefficient of y will be there, we need to divide by 2, so we will be getting y minus 4 whole square. And since this equation, once we will open it, we will be getting y square minus 8y plus 4 square. That's why we are reducing 4y. Sorry, that's why we are reducing 4 square. Here we can write it as is equals to, if you will take, it will be 12x. It will be 12x minus 4. So from here we can write y minus 4 whole square is equals to 12x plus 12. Plus minus 4 square will get, rightward will get into plus, so it will be plus 12. So we can write y minus 4 whole square is equals to, we will take 12 as common, we will be getting y plus x plus 1. So from here we have converted into the into the standard equation of shifted parabola. It will be 4a into capital X. 4a into capital X. So now we are having, so we need to write the equations of directrix. The equation of directrix will be, in case of y square equals to 4ax, in case of y square equals to 4ax, we have the equation of directrix as x equals to minus a. So here it will be capital X equals to minus a. So equation of directrix will be, equation of directrix will be capital X equals to minus a. So we need to find the length of small a first of all. So we have 4a is equals to 12. It means that a is equals to plus 3. Now we can write capital X means x plus 1. It means that x plus 1 is equals to minus a, minus a means minus 3. So from here we can write x is equals to minus 4. So x equals to minus 4 is the equation of directrix. Equation of directrix. We have already written here. So x equals to minus 4 is the equation of directrix. Second part is we need to find the equation of axis. So in case of y square equals to 4x, we have the equation of axis as y equals to 0. Sorry. In case of y square equals to 4x, we have the equation of axis as y equals to 0. So here it will be capital Y equals to 0. So we have capital Y as small y minus 4. So y minus 4 is equals to 0 is the equation of axis. Equation of axis. Next, we have been asked to write the tangent at vertex. In case of y square equals to 4x, we have small x equals to 0 as tangent at vertex. So here it will be capital X equals to 0. So here we can write x plus 1 equals to 0. That means x is equals to minus 1, equation of tangent at vertex. Equation of tangent at vertex. Equation of tangent at vertex. Next, we have been asked to write the length of lattice rectum. So length of lattice rectum is nothing but 4a. So length of LR is equals to 4a, and that is equals to 12. So length of lattice rectum will be 12. Length. Now we need to write the coordinates of focus and vertex. We need to write the coordinates of focus and vertex. So let's talk about vertex first. In case of in case of y square equals to 4ax, we have vertex as 0, 0. In case of y square equals to 4ax, we have the coordinates of vertex as 0, 0. So in case of shifted parabola, it will be capital X. Here we have small x equals to 0 and small y equals to 0. So in case of shifted parabola, it will be capital X equals to 0 and capital Y equals to 0. So we have this equation. Now we need to write the coordinates of vertex. So for vertex, capital X equals to 0 and capital Y equals to 0. So from capital X we got x plus 1 equals to 0 and y minus 4 is equals to 0. From here we got x equals to minus 1 and y is equals to 4. It means vertex lies at minus 1 comma 4. Minus 1 comma 4 will be our vertex. Next we need to write the focus also, coordinates of focus. In case of y square equals to 4x, we have the coordinates as a comma 0 as the coordinates of focus, where a is the distance from vertex, perpendicular distance from vertex, right? So from here we need to write focus for shifted parabola. It means that here this a comma 0 is the vertex, right? Sorry, focus. So in case of shifted parabola, we need to move a unit towards, our equation will be, just give me a second. We can plot the graph and we can see how it looks like to understand coordinates of focus. We have, this is y-axis and this is x-axis. Vertex is at minus 1 comma 4. So let me draw x equals to minus 1 and y equals to plus 4. This is y equals to plus 4. Our vertex will be at this point. Since this term is positive, it means parabola opening towards rightward. Something like this, our parabola will be drawn. And we need to find the focus. This is minus 1 comma 4. Focus will be a unit from here on the axis of parabola. Let's say we need to find the value of a. We have already seen that a is equals to 3. It means 3 units from this coordinates. So once we will move 3 units, we can be able to reach here, and this coordinate will be 2 comma 4. In order to find the focus, coordinates of focus, we need to move 3 units from its vertex to on the axis of parabola, right? So we have y equals to 4 as the axis of parabola, and this is tangent at vertex. This is vertex. This is vertex. Now this will be focus. So coordinates of focus will be, it will be 2 comma 4, and we can see the distance between focus and vertex is 3 units, and that should be because a is equals to 3. So I guess we have done with first part. We have seen entire details. Let's move towards the second part. Again, what we need to do, we need to convert it into standard parabola. We have already seen the 4 cases for shifted parabola also. So either of the cases will be covered into this parabola. So let's see which case it is going to be. So first of all, we will complete this perfect square. Since we have 4x square plus 12x minus 16y plus 41 is equals to 0. We will take the x term separately. So we will have this much is equals to 16y minus 41. Now we can reduce it into perfect square. We will take 4s common. We will be getting x square plus 3x. Here it will be 16y minus 41. Now we can write it as x plus 3 by 2 whole square. Coefficient of x divided by 2. Here we can write x plus 3 whole square minus 3 by 2 whole square is equals to 16y minus 41. So from here we can write 4 times x plus 3 by 2 whole square minus, it will be 4 into 9 divided by 4 is equals to 16y minus 41. It will be 4 times x plus 3 by 2 whole square. It will be 16y minus 9 will get into plus 9. So it will be minus 32. So we can write x plus 3 by 2 whole square is equals to 4 times y minus 8. 4 times, here it will be, after dividing with 4, it will be remaining 8. So it will be 2, y minus 2. So this will be our standard. We can compare with capital X square equals to 4a into capital Y. We need to compare with x square equals to 4ay. So we have a graph of x square equals to 4ay, which looks like something this, having vertex at 0, 0 and focus at 0, a. Now we can compare and we can write entire details. So we can plot the graph itself. So our graph something looks like, we have capital X means x plus 3 by 2 equals to 0. It means x equals to minus 3 by 2. So we will be having the equation as x equals to minus 3 by 2 and axis of parabola will be just a second. So y equals to 2 will we can draw the line y equals to 2. Since it is the nature of x square equals to 4ay, it means graph will open upward, right? So parabola opening upward will be drawn something like this. This is the axis of, this is the coordinate axis. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. So we can write the vertex at minus 3 by 2 comma 2. Minus 3 by 2 comma 2 as a vertex, and tangent at vertex will be, this is tangent at vertex. Tangent at vertex is nothing but y equals to 2, and the equation of axis will be x equals to minus 3. This is the axis of parabola. Axis of parabola. We need to add the equation of directrix. So for directrix we need to, here we will be writing, for this case axis of directrix will be y equals to minus a. So here also it will be capital Y equals to minus a. So if we can reduce the value of a from here, 4a is equals to 4a. 4a equals to 4, it means small a is equals to 1. So from here we can write capital Y means y minus 2. Y minus 2 equals to minus the value of a is 1, minus 1. It means y equals to minus 1. So this will be the equation of directrix, y equals to minus 1. Let me draw this as y equals to minus 1. This is the equation of directrix. We got the equation of axis also, that is x equals to minus 3 by 2. Tangent at vertex is nothing but y equals to 2. Length of lattice rectum. So in order to find the length of lattice rectum, we know it is equals to 4a, where a is the distance between focus and vertex. So we have length of lattice rectum will be, length of LR is equals to 4a, that is equals to 4 into 1, that is equals to 4. So we have the length of lattice rectum that is equals to 4. Next we need to find the coordinates of vertex and focus. We already find the coordinates of vertex, that is minus 3 by 2 comma 2. So vertex is minus 3 by 2 comma 2. Now we need to find the coordinates of focus. For focus we need to move a unit upward from on the axis of parabola. So since this is minus 3 by 2, we need to move a unit upward. This is a. And what is a? In this case, it is plus 1. So we need to move a unit upward. It means minus 3 by 2 comma 3. So focus will be minus 3 by 2 comma 3. Since x coordinate will remain same because this is the line of x equals to minus, equation of line is x equals to minus 3. Every x coordinate on this line will be minus 3 by 2. So from 2 we need to move 1 unit upward, that is from 2 we need to go to 3. So the coordinates of focus will be minus 3 by 2 comma 3. So I guess we have covered all the parts. So both the parts were important so as to gain the confidence for writing any detail for any arcs parabola if we have this kind of equations, right? For shifted parabola we have seen this much questions based on basic questions we have seen for shifted parabola also. Now let us see some of the questions which has already been asked in JEE Mains previous years. So our question is, if the length of lattice rectum of a parabola whose focus is a comma a and the tangent at its vertex is x plus y equals to a is 16, then modulus of a is equals to, we have 4 options. This question has already been asked in JEE Mains 2022. So let's see its solution part, how we will approach to solve this question. We have been given the length of lattice rectum. Let's see, let's assume that parabola should look like this, and this is the axis of parabola. Axis of parabola. In this question, this is not the x-axis and this is not the y-axis. This is the axis of parabola itself. We don't know where the coordinates axis are. We are just assuming that this is the axis of parabola. This is parabola, and tangent at its vertex is, this is tangent at its vertex, and the equation of this line is given as x plus y is equals to plus a. We have been given the length of lattice rectum. Length of LR is equals to 16. We need to find the modulus of a. So we have seen the length of lattice rectum equals to 4 times distance between focus and vertex, or we can say length of lattice rectum equals to 4 times distance of focus from the tangent at its vertex. So we have seen length of LR is equals to 4 times perpendicular distance of focus from tangent at its vertex. From tangent at its vertex. Also we have seen from vertex we need to move a units so as to get the focus. So this distance will be a unit. And we have been given length of lattice rectum as 16. Also we know 4a is going to be equals to 16. From here we got the value of a as 4. It means that distance of focus from the x plus y equals to a line, it is going to be equals to 4. So we have been given the focus as a comma a in this case. So we have the coordinates of focus as a comma a. Now we can use perpendicular distance formula to find the distance of focus from the tangent at its vertex. So it means that, let's say this is m. So SM is equals to a, and this is equals to 4, right? Now we can apply a formula here. A plus a minus a divided by root 2, 1 square plus 1 square. This is nothing but equals to 4. It means that a upon root 2 is going to be equals to 4. So a is going to be equals to 4 root 2. Oh, sorry, my bad. We already have the value of a equals to 4. What we need to find? We need to find the modulus of a. Okay. So this will be modulus of a by root 2 equals to 4. It means that modulus of a is equals to 4 root 2. So let's not confuse with this. Let's consider this as capital A, because here already we have been given the coordinates as small a comma small a. So let's not confuse with. So this is capital A. So we have capital A is equals to 4. Capital A means this is the length between focus and vertex, and this small a is given in the question. This is not the length of this is small a which has been given here. It is not the distance between focus and vertex. This should be clear to you. So that's why we have taken capital A as the length between focus and vertex. So now we have capital A equals to 4. That means distance of focus from tangent at its vertex is equals to 4. So we have applied the formula so as to get the modulus of A equals to 4 root 2. This will be our final answer. So we have what we have done here, we have taken the advantage of the concept of that length of lateral sectum is always going to be equals to 4 times distance between focus and vertex, or we can say length of lateral sectum is going to be equals to 4 times perpendicular distance of focus from tangent at its vertex. This one we have used in this case, so as to get the modulus of A equals to 4 root 2. So let's move towards next question, which has already been asked in 2020 JEE Mains. So our question is, let the lateral sectum of parabola y square equals to 4x be the common chord to the circle C1 and C2, each of them having radius 2 root 5. Then the distance between the centers of the circle C1 and C2 is. So we have been given the parabola whose equation is y square equals to 4x. So we have equation of parabola is y square equals to 4x with and lateral sectum. Its lateral sectum will be something like this. So it is going to be the common chord for circle C1 and C2 having radius 2 root 5, each of them having radius 2 root 5. So we will be having two circles basically. We will be having two circles like this and like this. This is our lateral sectum. This length is we have summarized here. Now this centers, distance between centers, this is let's say this is C1 and C2. So this is the radius 2 root 5. This is also a radius. This is going to be 2 root 5. Let's say this is A, this is B, and this is let's say P. So we know that it has been given that length of AB, length of lateral sectum of that parabola is going to be equals to length of AB here, and this is going to be equals to 4, because lateral sectum length of lateral sectum of y square equals to 4x is 4. So from here we got AP is equals to 2. AP is going to be equals to 2. We need to find the C1 C2, distance of C1 C2, right? Now we can apply Pythagoras theorem here. Since this is a perpendicular, AP is perpendicular, that means we can write AC1 square is equals to PC1 square plus AP square. From here we got 4 into 5, that is 20. So we got 20 is equals to PC1 means we don't know, so we will write it as it is, plus AP means that is 2, because this length is 2 and this length is 2. And in total length of AB is 4 and P is the midpoint. So from here we can write AP is 2, it means 4. So PC1 square is equals to 16. It means PC1 is equals to 4. Therefore C1 C2 is equals to 2 times PC1. So C1 C2 will be equals to 2 into 4, that is equals to 8. So C1 C2 will be 8. This is our final answer. So option B is correct. So what we have done here is, we have been given the lateral sectum of parabola y square equals to 4x, right? This lateral sectum is going to be the common chord. AB is the lateral sectum of parabola having length 4. It means AP is going to be equals to 2. So we need to find the length of C1 C2. We have circles C1 and C2 whose radius are 2 root 5, 2 root 5 in each case. So now we have applied Pythagoras theorem so as to get the value of so as to get the value of PC1, and we have obtained PC1 as 4 units. It means that in order to find the length of C1 C2, we need to multiply the 4 with 2, because P is the midpoint of C1 C2 also, and also it is a midpoint of AB. So from there we got C1 C2 as 8 units. This is our final answer. So our next question is, if vertex of a parabola is 2, -1 and the equation of its directrix is 4x minus 3y is equals to 21, then the length of its lateral sectum is. So this question has been asked in JEE Mains 2022, right? So now see how we will solve this. So based on length of lateral sectum, we have been asked multiple questions in last years also. So that's why it becomes so important to us. So we have this, let's say this is x-axis, this is, the vertex of parabola is at, this is not our coordinate axis. Let's say this is vertex 2, -1 and the equation of its directrix. Let's assume the parabola looks like this. This is not y square equals to 4ax parabola. This is this may be any oblique parabola, right? So we have been given vertex as 2, -1. So this coordinate is 2, -1, and equation of its directrix. Let's say this is equation of its directrix, and this equation is 4x minus 3y is equals to 21. What else we have been asked? Now we have been asked to find the length of its lateral sectum. So we know that, so if it is the focus, let's say, so we know that from vertex, distance between vertex and its focus is going to be equals to small a. Similarly, we know vertex is the midpoint of focus and the point of intersection of axis of parabola and this is known as directrix, right? So if it is a midpoint, it means if this distance is going to be equals to small a, similarly this distance is also going to be equals to small a. So when it comes to write the length of lattice rectum, we can find this distance, perpendicular distance of this point 2 comma minus 1 from this directrix. Once we will get this distance, it will be considered as small a. Later on we will multiply by 4 so as to get the length of lattice rectum. I hope I made my points clear to you. Let us solve it. So in order to find this small a, we can use small a is equals to perpendicular distance of this point from this directrix. So it will be 4 into 2 minus 3 into minus 1 minus 21. Let me rewrite this. Small a is going to be equals to 4 into 2 minus 3 into minus 1 minus 21 divided by root over 4 square plus minus 3 whole square. It will be equals to a equals to modulus of 8 plus 3 minus 21 divided by 5, and this will be equals to minus 10 upon 5. So small a is equals to plus 2 since modulus is there. So we got the value of small a is equals to plus 2. It means so length of lattice rectum is going to be equals to 4 into a. So it will be 4 into 2 and that will be equals to 8. So we can see how important the concept of length of lattice rectum is. We can see how it has been asked in last question. We have seen to find the distance of distance of focus from tangent at its vertex. We have considered that as equals to small a. In this case, we are considering distance of vertex from directrix as a small a. There is nothing difference, right? So in this way also we can be asked to find the length of lattice rectum provided we have been given vertex and directrix. In this case also this distance is going to be small a, and to find the length of lattice rectum we need to multiply by 4. That the same thing we have done here. We have find the small a as 2. The length of lattice rectum will be 4a. 4 into 2, that is 8. So C option is our right answer. Let's move towards our next question. The question is, if one end of a focal chord of the parabola y square equals to 16x is at 1, 4, then length of this focal chord is, we have been given 4 options. This question was asked in JEE Mains 2019, right? So we have been given, now we need to take the concept of focal chords. Parabola is y square equals to 16x. The small a value will be equals to 4. Value of small a will be 4. So we have been given y square equals to 16x. It means small a is equals to 4. So we can say this is 4, 0 as focus. This is vertex. So focal chord will pass through this focus. Let's say this is a focal chord. And we have been asked length of the focal chord. Let's say this is A and this is B. So we have been asked to find the length of AB. One end of focal chord is 1, 4. So let's say this is 1, 4 and focus 1, 4 will be here. Just a second. Let me redraw this. So 1, 4. This is parabola y square equals to 16x. 1, 4 will lies here. This is A. Passing through focus 4, 0 and intersecting again at parabola at point B. So we need to find the length of AB so as to answer this question. So coordinates of A is 1, 4 and we don't know the coordinate of point B. So we have two coordinates. We have 2 points on this straight line AB. So we can easily write the equation and we can solve with parabola. So equation of AB will be y minus 0 is equals to slope will be 4 minus 0 upon 1 minus 4 x minus 4. We are taking this point. So from here we can write y is equals to minus 4 upon 3 into x minus 4. This will be 3y plus 4x minus 16 equals to 0. We can write it as 4x plus 3y minus 16 equals to 0. Now we have this equation of AB. Also we have the equation of parabola as y square equals to 16x. We can solve with this parabola so as to get the coordinates of point B. So from here we can write y is equals to 16 minus 4x upon 3. we can put this value of y in equation y square equals to 16x. So y square will be 16 minus 4x upon 3 whole square is equals to 16x. On simplification, let's see what is achieved. From here we can write a square plus b square minus 2ab. 16 fours are 64 into 2, 128 minus 128x divided by 9, and this is equals to 16x. So this will be equals to, we can rewrite it as, so we have the equation of line is this one, erasing rest part. So from here we can write 16x square minus 128x minus 144. So 128 and 144 will get add. 8 plus 4 12 carry 1, 4 plus 2 6 carry 7. So it will be 272 minus 272x, and constant term is plus 256 is equals to 0. From here we can write x square minus 16 ones are 16 carry 11, 112, 16 5s are 80, and 16 6s are 96, 16 7s are. So here it will be 17 plus it will be, I guess, 16. Okay, from here 1 times, so thereafter 16 square to 56. Okay, from here we can write x minus 1 into x minus 16, it will be 0. So we get x equals to 1 or x equals to 16. Already we have x equals to 1, we have these coordinates. Now it means that x equals to 16 will be our feasible answer. So let's say for x equals to 16, what is the value of y? So putting x equals to 16 in this equation, let's say this is equation number 1, put x equals to 16 in equation 1, we got y is equals to 16 minus 4 into 16, sorry, upon 3, y equals to minus 16. So from here we got coordinates of y equals to minus 16. The coordinates of b will be 16 comma minus 16. So now we can easily calculate the distance of AB. So AB will be equals to, applying distance formula, it will be equals to 16 minus 1 whole square to 225 plus 4 plus 16 whole square, that is 400. So length of AB is equals to 25 as our final answer. Option D is the right answer. So what we have seen here is, when one end of the focal chord has been given as 1, 4, and we need to find the length of focal chord. So we have seen that it is, since it is a focal chord, it means that it will pass through focus, and the focus coordinates of focus is 4, 0, because the value of small is going to be equals to 4, because equation of parabola is y square equals to 16x. So from there we have got the equation of line AB. So once we got the equation of AB, we can solve this line with parabola so as to get the coordinates of A and B. So already we got value of x equals to 1 and x equals to 16. So we have already x equals to 1. We know the coordinates of y coordinates for x equals to 1, and that is 1, 4. So we have taken the x coordinate as 16 so as to get the y coordinate. For x equals to 16 also, once we will put in the line equation of line, we will get the minus 16 as another coordinate for y. So now we can find the length of AB using distance formula, and that is 25. So at last, I am giving some questions to be done by yourself. These are very basic questions we have seen. Since we have already gone through the PYQs, and now you can be able to solve these questions very easily, and it is just for clearing your concepts more and more. So try by yourself and try to answer this in comment box. So I will be there to you. If you feel any doubts, you can raise in the comment section. I'll take your doubts and I'll provide the answers there itself, right? So in today's class, we have gone through the basic definitions of parabola, that is PS equals to PM, when we have focus and directrix. And based on that, we have seen how to derive the standard equation of parabolas when it comes to y square equals to 4ax and y square equals to minus 4ay, x square equals to 4ay, and x square equals to minus 4ay. Also, thereafter, we have seen the shifted parabolas. When the vertex of the parabola is not at origin, it means it is shifted to some other coordinates, that is, let's say a comma b. In that case, we have seen how to write the equations of those standard parabolas in shifted parabola case. So we have seen some of the questions based on shifted parabola also. we can be able to write the directrix, equation of tangent at vertex, equation of axis and coordinates of focus, vertex, length of lattice rectum. We can be able to write all these details of any given parabolas. Based on that, also we have seen some of the questions that you need to do by yourself, try by yourself. Also, you will provide the answers in the comment box. So at last, I'll again say, which I have started, once I have said this in starting of the lecture, that whenever you will come across a tough situations or you find that things are not going in your favor, you need to recall those three words again and again in your head. I have already rooted these words in your subconscious mind. Now it will start working for you, and you just need to recall it again and again. And those three statements are: you all are unstoppable, you all are unbeatable, and you all are unbreakable. So you have to say this to yourself, that I am unstoppable, I am unbeatable, and I am unbreakable. And undoubtedly, these words, once you will say to yourself, it will help you to boost your confidence and boost your energy, and you will feel very confident to tackle with the problems, and ultimately you will go with some solutions and you will definitely achieve your target. So with this, stopping here, and try all the questions by yourself, attempt the questions that has been given to you for homework. Meeting you in next lecture with some other content. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a great day.